Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm building a karaoke bar with a yoga studio beside it. And when I built this build, I built it with an idea of kind of like almost kind of like a Sim story behind it. So my idea was, there's this Sim and they're trying to find a place to open their yoga studio. Maybe they don't have a lot of money, maybe they're looking for something kind of cheap, something easy, and they finally find this small little space and it's just perfect for their yoga studio. It's the perfect small space. It works for them. They sign the lease, and then after they sign it, they then realize it is beside one of the most popular, the loudest, the wildest karaoke bar in town. So they kind of wrestle with, it's great for their exposure because there's so many people coming next door to the karaoke bar that they get seen, people learn about them, but at the same time it's a karaoke bar. There's a lot of loud music, there's a lot of loud noises coming from next door, so it's really hard to focus on the yoga aspect of it. So that was kind of my inspiration for this build, kind of a story to see, can the yoga studio make it in this location or not. Now, this lot as I built it is functional as both a spa and as a karaoke bar. So if you're playing with this lot, you can very easily go into build mode and swap it to a spa if you want to have, like, the yoga class, or you can swap it over to the karaoke bar if you want to go to the karaoke bar. The karaoke bar, I think, actually ended up turning out kind of interesting. I'm not entirely sure what inspired me on this one, but it's almost completely orange. It has a very orangey feel to it, and I ended up naming it the orange juice, just from all the orange. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if maybe subconsciously I just really wanted some orange juice, or I was in an orange mood for the day, or what was going on, but it's a very distinct looking karaoke bar. Here I placed kind of those little shelves with this stuff because I thought perhaps as the yoga studio they could, sell a few things, maybe some wellness supplements, stuff like that. But I try to keep the yoga studio kind of simple, kind of clean, easy, just something that just I don't want to say a cheap yoga studio, but like a yoga studio that's just starting out. They don't have a whole lot of things. They just have the necessities, but it ends up working for them. So now I'm moving on to the orange juice. I'm really not sure where I came up with the orange juice or why it is so orange, but it is. It has an orange sign in front. Like I said, it has a very orange themed. As we get into the tables, I took those flower vases that have the oranges in them and put those on the tables, and I thought it was just the cutest thing. I wanted to put the karaoke bar up on a platform, so it or not the karaoke bar, the karaoke system up on a platform, so it could be kind of a little bit higher, kind of like a stage. I kind of feel like some of the karaoke bars in the city, what is it called? My Sanshuna, I can never pronounce it, but in the city of The Sims 4, they have those stages, and of course those were built before we had the platform, so you can't really, knock that. But I feel like they would be so much better with the platforms. I actually think Little Simsy might have done a video on that. I'm not sure. But anyway, so I'm going through. At this point, I have very clearly decided I want an orange color in this bar. And I'm just trying to make it kind of in that theme. I really thought those backlights that I put behind the bar, I really thought those would be like a neon color. But they weren't, unfortunately. And I love that I can go into build mode and select things by the color. That just makes my life so much easier. But at this point, you can really see how I'm getting into the orange theme of this. If you notice how the floors look different in different areas, that's because I as I was building, I had kind of messed up, and somehow it all got divided into different rooms. I'm not entirely sure how that happened. I don't know if I accidentally messed it up moving everything around, but it did. So I try to ignore it at first, hoping I can maybe place, some floors and stuff here and there to make it look better, but it doesn't. So I have to go through now and make sure I create it into all one room. So the floor, as you can see now, the floors look a lot better. They're all the same even color. So that was a lot to kind of have to go into. So something to watch out for. If your floors are ever different colors, they're the same floor but different shades or different colors and it's not matching up, check your rooms because it could very very easily be it somehow got busted into different rooms. I'm applying, really at this point, I'm just applying anything that is slightly orange just to see what it looks like. Like I said, I wasn't really I, the orange is the theme. I don't know why. I just wanted orange. You know what? I have been kind of craving orange Fanta lately, and maybe that's it. Maybe this was my subconscious trying to tell me that it's time. Go get your orange soda, okay? I really wanted to put the sign on that painting and I just could not figure out how to do it at that time. Thinking back on it, I think I probably could have taken that wall down and made it work. I'll have to try with another build to see if I can make that work, but at the time I just couldn't do it. I really wish we had the option to reverse objects in The Sims. So, like, as I was trying to put those stars up the first time, they worked fine on the right side, but on the left side, they bumped through. If I could have just reversed them, it would have worked out so much better, and I think it would have been. It just would have been better on the build because it would have matched both sides. So, Sims team, if you're listening, give us the option to reverse. um, but here I am. I'm just adding the final touches on the build. And that tie-dye hat, you only saw it for a second there, but that tie-dye hat, I really, really like it. And I think I might do a build based around that tie-dye hat here soon. I don't know what it's going to be, but I really like that hat. Oh, and there's my vases with the oranges in them, with the orange juice themed bar. I did end up changing the flooring because it was just a little too orange. I know the theme is orange, and trust me, I am totally behind the orange theme at this point, but it was just everything in moderation, everything just in moderation. If you have too much orange, it looks a little weird. Here I am with my flower obsession. I think I end up using the Batu flowers in this. Yes, I end up putting the Batu flowers there. And Batu gets a bad rap. I mean, it's not the best game pack, but you know what? Some of the building stuff is actually really useful in that pack. I use it a lot. You have to be creative with how you use it, but it can be used. But this is my orange juice bar and yoga studio. You can definitely find this on the gallery. Just make sure you search for either my ID, which is Corrinus. I have that linked down below in the description because I can understand how that can be a little odd to spell. Or you can always just hashtag search Mommy Plumbob. But here I am putting it in the gallery now. I did give it the party place aspiration and great acoustics to kind of help with that, and I also gave it the next hotspot. So whether you use it as a spa or a bar, it should work. But please make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. It really does help us out, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.